What is up, guys? What is up? All right. So happy Monday, folks. Air Marshal Monday is coming to you. Oh, what is going on? Let's see who all's in here. We got Randy, Shadow, Brian Chambers, EQRC, Deuces Wild, Jermaine, Jasmine, Sky Blazer, Daykin. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Hold on, my dog's down here. He's been being a nuisance all day long. I've been trying to get some stuff done. What's up, Michael? Michael Rashka. It's good to see you guys, man. I've missed you. I've missed you so much since last Monday, man. I have been just busy. Busy. This whole weekend, I didn't get any flying done because I've been working on this mother load of a project for the RC Air Marshal channel. I've actually been working on it for the last couple of weeks. And Wreckham Roy will be happy because he is finally going to get his receiver sent out to him. I am wrapping up the AR636 program series as we speak. And man, that has been a labor of love, guys. I'll tell you what. It is about 23 videos that are all going to hit you guys like a cluster bomb here over the next day or two. It is a huge undertaking to get all that done and finally get it complete and ready for the community. And I can't wait to see how the response is. I'm looking forward to getting it up on the channel and getting it ready for you guys because it's pretty awesome, I think. Maybe it sucks. Yeah, Skyblazer. So Horizon put out an AS3X programming series that was about 20 videos long, and it's pretty old and out of date now. The software has changed quite a bit. They didn't touch on the PC programming side of it at all. At the time that they made the video, there was no way to add safe to an AR636. So the series that I'm putting out is kind of a rehashing of what Horizon's already got out there, and hopefully in a way that's easier for folks to follow along with, easier to understand, and will kind of unlock some of the mystery and mystique of the AR636, because it is a fantastic it's a fantastic receiver, man. And it's probably one of the most widely purchased receivers on the planet, because not only do they sell them as a standalone item that you can buy right from Horizon Hobby, but they've also got them in every bind and fly plane like in the history of ever. So there's probably 100,000 units out on the streets, and people just don't know how to use them, man. So they get rid of them or whatever, and that's the whole point. I want to make sure that that people can take advantage of these things. All right. Yeah, Randy, that's what's going to happen. I've got a AR636 programming playlist, and they're all going to get dropped right in there, and they're all coming all at once, man. Because and that's why I really haven't been putting out a lot of videos here lately. I feel kind of bad because I started up this YouTube channel and I was like, oh man, I've got all this content that I want to put out. But I'll tell you, a 23 video undertaking kind of sucks the life out of you when you want to put out something new every week, or maybe a couple of videos a week. So, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to put out anything, but I'm dropping, a 23 video mega bomb, and that's going to be awesome. What is going on, Fred Barron and Mark Z? We'll be getting your receiver out to you here real soon as well. I got to get Randy's out to him, or I'm sorry, Wreckham Roy. I got to get Wreckham Roy his receiver out, and we should be able to get yours sent out here. Probably, it'll definitely be this week. So we'll get that mailed out to you. Yeah, Dakin. That's kind of the yeah, Randy. I send one to everybody. So that's kind of the point is, there's plenty of guys out there that have these bind and fly airplanes. And, in one of my videos, I make, kind of a passing joke that as good as we all think we are at being RC pilots, man, all of us crash airplanes. And these bind and fly airplanes, they get crashed too. And when they crash, what do you do with that receiver? Do you throw it in the trash? Man, I sure as hell wouldn't, because that's an $80 piece of freaking jewel right there. And if you've got like an AR-636A or an AR-636B, you can reprogram those things to run on any of the Spectrum plug and play or the E-Flight plug and play models. And you can reprogram it with the factory settings that come from that come right from Horizon Hobby. You can load that Spectrum file right into your AR-636A or AR-636B, slap that thing into a new airplane, and you're rocking, just like it came with the Bind and Fly model. Man, Michael Rajka, if I'm ever able to give away an IX-20, it's because I have hit like 10,000 subscribers and I have become YouTube rich. Michael Rajka, he laughs about the an IX-20 giveaway, and that'd be awesome. I would love to do something like that someday, and but not today. Yeah, same here, Shadow Ops. If I have AR-636 receivers laying around, I'll find somewhere to put them. And kind of the sad part is, and it's not sad, it's actually awesome for people that are Horizon customers. That they only mark up their bind and fly models by maybe $30 or $40 over the price of the plug and play. So for an extra $30, because they're shipping out bulk units instead of a retail packaged unit, for an extra $30, you're getting yourself an $80 receiver, man, and that's awesome. Yeah, I know, GB. That's kind of the deal, man. I mean, it would take me so freaking long to save up enough money to be able to just give away an IX-20, but that would be awesome. But at 225 subscribers or whatever we're at right now, we just ain't got the numbers to be giving away an IX-20. I'll have to work out some kind of deal with Horizon Hobby, get Spectrum to send me a free one to review, and then maybe we can pull up something like that. Yeah, Wayne Lee, man, I have been getting my butt kicked at work also, and it's been good to have these last few days. I actually had today off, for Martin Luther King Day, and it's been pretty awesome, man. I did have to work pretty early into the morning on Saturday, so I had a maintenance period for the servers at my company that started at 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and didn't end till about 7. So I pretty much slept for most of the day on Saturday, and I've been working on these videos, and man, I think we're gonna make them. We're gonna make them work. We're gonna make them videos work, and show you guys what I've been laboring over. a kid, at Stone Mountain RC with an iX20. Yeah, you know, the folks that have the iX20, I mean, that's an awesome radio, but that's out of the cards for me right now. I'm really happy with my iX12. I know the iX12 gets a bunch of crap, but man, it's pretty awesome. You know, aside from being a little bit slow, it's still an awesome radio. What's up, Jackson RC? How you doing? Good to see you tonight, Bledsoe. I think I already, you know, acknowledged your presence, Mr. David Bledsoe, but it's good to see you here on Monday nights. Hal Roofner, good to see you. Oh, what do we got going on? Yeah, Radio Rich, no doubt. Radio Rich, no doubt. All right. So I want to talk a little bit. You know, anytime a new release comes out, I want to talk about it a little bit, get some opinions, hear what the folks have to say. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of switcheroony here, and I'm gonna bring up this new plane from Arrows RC. Now, owning the Bigfoot, thank you, Dave's RC. I know you don't tune into the show on Monday nights, but if you ever watch the replays, thank you, Dave RC, for giving us the opportunity to win airplanes on your channel every month. And I was the lucky winner of the Arrows RC Bigfoot. And I'll tell you, that plane has been nothing but impressive, man. I've really liked it. And now their latest release, this Husky, a big giant 1800 version of a, you know, I'm not sure exactly what kind of plane this is, to be honest with you. John Nunes, welcome to the show. George Watts. So, you know, I am definitely in the market now. I'll tell you, I want every airplane. So when I say I'm in the market, yeah, I'm in the market for any airplane I can afford. But this thing comes in at such an attractive price point, and let's go and look at the price real quick. This thing is $259.99, $260 regular price. If you use this coupon code up until February 9th, 2020, so during the pre-order process, or actually a week after they're scheduled to arrive, they're going to still continue to run this coupon code to get $20 more off the price of this thing. So you can get a big 1800 millimeter plug and play model for, I mean, just add your receiver and you're good to go. $240 for this big Husky. Man, that's awesome. That's a great price. That is a great price for a big 4S model like this. Now, I'll tell you a couple of the things that God, this dog. A couple of things that I am a little concerned with is if we look at the specs for this model, we'll see it only has a 45 amp ESC. It's supposed to be a 4S model, and maybe it's propped out low enough that 45 amps is going to be plenty. I guess the jury's still out on that one. I don't see why they would sell it with an insufficient speed control, but that just seems a little low for such a big plane that's supposed to run on 4S. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Does that seem like it's a little bit, a little low. I don't know. TNRC, is the FMS Piper, is that an 1800 millimeter plane? The search function. The search function on the Arrows RC website is not the best, I'll tell you that. Let's look at plug and play. There's the big beaver. Where? And it may just be that, there it is. So it's a 1700 millimeter for 250. Now that's with floats. That's not bad. The PA18 FMS with floats, 1700 millimeter, is only $249.99. So, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the show. Jeff Henderson, how are you doing? Oh, let's see. The dog is a big baby. All right. So yeah, they've got the PA18 Super Cub, which looks like a similar airframe. You know, it's not exactly the same, but it comes with the floats at $249.99. So that's kind of, I mean, for me, that's kind of a big deal, because that's what I'm looking for, is a big float plane. And I really like the FMS Beaver at 2000 millimeter, and I really like the Husky at 1800. But you know, maybe the PA18 Super Cub 1700 millimeter with the floats included, maybe that's the ticket. What's going on, Patrick? Good to see you, man. We're just taking a look at some FMS prop planes. You know, kind of looking at the Husky from Arrows RC, a great looking plane, and right now available at like oh, where is that thing, man? Because we were just there. The Husky 1800 millimeter plug and play from Arrows RC, and I've got that Arrows RC Bigfoot, and I've been really impressed with the Bigfoot and the build quality. I mean, it is through and through, you know, more than likely an FMS plane, and I'm sure that the Husky is too. And I think that this thing is just a killer deal at $239.99 on pre-order. You know, so, and that was one of the things that I was a little bit concerned with, was the 45 amp ESC with the 750 kV motor. I would assume that they would, you know, make sure that that is propped out correctly for the motor, and the 13 by 7.5. Yeah, I mean, it has to be right. It has to be okay. So, yep, I have to assume that the, you know, that the 45 amp has to be okay, or they just wouldn't. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around the idea of a company selling an insufficient ESC when they are advertising that the airplane can be flown on 4S power. So it's got to be right. I'm gonna take the leap of faith and say that it's got to be right. So, yeah, right, Patrick. Um, Now, does Hobby Zone? Yeah, they do free shipping on $99. Do they not charge tax? I haven't ordered anything from Hobby Zone. I've had stuff bought for me off of Hobby Zone, but I have not used them for making any purchases. So we'll see. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, maybe I'll start shopping at Hobby Zone more often too for my Horizon hobby stuff. Um, depending on how the prices and everything work out, because I do get a little bit of a discount over there at Horizon Hobby, but you know, one way or the other, got to get my planes on. So, and Arrows RC isn't sold at Horizon Hobby. You know what? There's a lot of stuff that it really doesn't matter where I get it because the little bit of discount that I do get from Horizon Hobby is only for Horizon proprietary brands. So buying things like Arrows RC or FMS or any of the third party stuff that Horizon distributes for, I don't get any kind of discount on that stuff. So for this particular airplane, for the Husky, um, which I think is a pretty freaking great looking airplane. Um, Man, I'm still just tickled with the price. 239. That's a big old airplane for $239. Yeah, man, one plane a month. Um, it's but the do the winter months really count when you can't really fly? Yep. So I still got to live up to my one plane a month agreement, but there's a couple of airplanes that have come out here in the recent, or not really come out, but a couple of planes that. So here's what I'll say, rather than, because uh, I get it, I did say one airplane a month, but it's probably better to say I am willing to set aside like $500 a month for airplanes and building the channel. Um, but that big giant Black Horse Spitfire that James had on the show on Friday, um, you know, some of you folks may know, I'm a big sucker for the Spitfire. I love the Supermarine Spitfire. That's an awesome airplane. It's one of my favorite warbirds, and uh, I've had my eye on the Flightline 1600 Spitfire for a long time. But man, that big giant Black Horse Spitfire, just that thing looks amazing, and that is a big plane. What's going on, Goodiac? Patrick, you're going flying before you go flying. That's pretty awesome. Um, oh man, so I'm a big sucker for Spitfires. I love the Spitfire airframe. I love the elliptical wings. There's not a lot that I don't like about the Spitfire. I love the mean ass looking exhaust pipes that come out of the front of the cowling. I love how on the later versions they put that big Merlin engine in them. There's just not much to not like about the Spitfire. But here's the deal, man. If I'm gonna I don't like the clipped wing versions, Gooniac. I like the full-on elliptical wings. I like the big, the big full span elliptical wing spits. So, um, with all that said, this new Black Horse, that may be like this plane satisfies my new plane a month for about 3 months. Because I think if you go all out, if you get everything for it, I mean, you're looking at servos, motors, the motor, servos. It comes with the retracts, so that takes some of the hurt out of it. I mean, you're going to end up dropping probably $1,500 on that plane, um, and that's got to count for something. And what is that? That's a 2,000 millimeter model, um, and I don't know. Yeah. So the one that Miller's got is the one that James unboxed on the Motion RC show on Friday, and man, that thing is awesome. So hold on, I should have done that a while back. You guys are still looking at this Hobby Zone page, with my little picture down in the corner. Yeah, the man, that Motion RC freaking Black Horse Spitfire, that thing is amazing. And I gotta say, like, if I were to splurge on that Spitfire, because I'm pretty much paying, I pay for all these planes, obviously. This channel isn't anywhere near big enough at this point for anybody to even consider giving me something, something to review. So I gotta buy all these planes on my own, and yeah, I may have a budget of about, probably about $500 a month that I can blow on airplanes without the wife getting too pissed off. So, for the most part, I'd love to stick with the one plane a month thing, but if I'm gonna splurge on that Spitfire, I gotta figure out like when is the right time to do it, and I'm gonna have to save, like throw $500 in the bank, for the next 3 months, because something that I don't want to do is like buy the airframe and then wait, and then buy the servos and then wait. If I'm gonna get the thing, man, I'm just gonna go all in and buy it all at once and have the whole freaking box sent here with everything I need in it to get it put together. And then it's gonna take like another month to put it all together. So, that's a big project. But in the meantime, while we're in that 1 month waiting period of getting all the thing put together, there's other little smaller planes that go together in 30 minutes that we can get and get them put together and yep. So like I was saying, yeah, $500 would get me a pretty stout airplane, but if I take that money and instead of buying an airplane every month, I can get maybe a little bitty airplane or an airplane that's not $500, like this Husky, and take the rest and set it aside for something else. But there's so many things on the wish list, man. One of them being a new camera, not necessarily for running the stream. Right now I run the stream on a webcam, and who cares? It looks fine. But a new camera for recording flight videos. Because I want to put out good stuff for you guys. There's so much on the wish list. There's so many planes, and so little money. Well, yeah, and you got your when you got your T6 though. I mean, you took that thing and like stripped it, and pulled all of the covering off and had it completely recovered. So, I'm pretty happy with the way that Spitfire looks out of the box. So if I don't mess around with any of the covering, uh, you know, I don't know, man. I think that I don't know how long it takes to put the airframe together. I'll say that. I don't know, how long it takes to route all that stuff. Um, I don't know if it's even realistic to think that if I was just doing the ARF and I had all of the parts and pieces and I was going electric with it as opposed to going gas, which is totally my intention. I have no intention of running it as a gas plane. Um, that I don't know how realistic it is to think that I could get it together in maybe a week or two. So, you know, who knows? Hangar sale. I don't have a lot of planes to sell, Ryan. I need to get more planes before I can have a hangar sale. Like this year is the year for building out the RC Air Marshal hangar. Sorry. My dog's getting crazy. Yeah, so Wild Bill, my dogs are Manchester Terriers. They look a lot like a Min Pin, except they look more like a Doberman than a miniature pincher does. Go figure. To me, a miniature pincher looks more like a big Chihuahua, and a Manchester Terrier looks more like a small Doberman. They've got the the body frame of a Doberman, the same jawline, the same coloration, the same ear structure. They don't have the big buggy eyes. They've got the longer snout. The Manchester Terriers are bad little dogs, and everybody's afraid of them, which is pretty cool. All right. So hey, I want to talk about a little bit about outside of the AR636 programming series that I've been talking up, and it will definitely be hitting the streets here in the next day or two. Um, I want to talk about some other stuff that you guys should be keeping an eye out for. I've got a very hopefully by the end of the month, which is coming up here sooner than later, I'm going to have an extremely cool and very exclusive uh, video of something that one of our people that we all know and love. I'm getting something very special, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. That's going to be coming up here soon, and I can't tell you what it is, but when you see it, you're going to know it, and I think that it's going to get some pretty rave reviews. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, man. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, everybody make sure to hit the thumbs up button. We've had a pretty good trend of having, more thumbs up than we have people in the video, which is always cool. So everybody jump out of the chat, hit that thumbs up button, and then come back in and let's talk some more. And the other thing that I wanted to run by the folks that are here is one of the things that I've been toying around with doing on the live shows, because we all talk about like what's the best plane to get for this, what's the best plane what's the best first EDF? What's the best first airplane to get? And I think that almost universally, um, the real answer should be don't get a plane at all, get a simulator. Find the airplane that's closest to the one you want on the simulator. Practice a whole lot with that. Make sure that it's something that you're going to be able to fly and be able to do well. And then after you're comfortable with it on the simulator, buy it and then fly it, because the simulator is going to save you a ton of money. You can crash the hell out of a simulator. You only got to pay for that once. You crash the hell out of your airplane, you may end up paying for it 3 or 4 times over. Hold on a second. I want to adjust the camera just a little bit. Yeah, Gooniac for sure. That reset button kicks ass. Dennis, I think that even for people that are seasoned veteran RC pilots, I still think that having a simulator like Real Flight makes a huge difference for your confidence and the way that you walk into trying new things. I probably should have flown my simulator a lot more often before I went out to do certain maidens myself. But there were some things that I was just a little impatient with. Give me just a second. All right. Yeah, so the camera was just aiming a little, I don't know, it seemed like it was aiming a little high. I figure like the law of 2/3 of camera and image composition, my face was like right in the middle of the picture and it just felt weird. No, I'd agree with that. I don't know that a simulator has the most realistic flight characteristics, but I do think that it's good as a training tool and as a confidence builder, the muscle memory, like you were saying, um, and learning good habits. If you can learn good habits on the simulator, they do translate to the field. Um, so Hal Roofner, you can upgrade Real Flight 8 to 9, but there is no upgrade cost. It's not like there's a cheaper fee that you pay to upgrade 8 to 9. It's $100 or whatever the price is. I think it's $100 though. So let's look that up on Horizon Hobby. Yeah, it's $99.99 for Real Flight 9 software only. So if you've already got Real Flight 8 and you've already got, let me grab my Real Flight. It probably sounds like I'm trying to destroy something over here. I've got the Interlink X Real Flight controller. This is the USB controller when the Real Flight was still getting published by Hobbyco, or not published by Hobbyco, but it was still being distributed by Hobbyco, and they were selling it with this tactic style transmitter. The newer versions of Real Flight 9 that come with the transmitter come with a DX, a Spectrum DX style transmitter case, which, in my opinion, is a little nicer than the tactic version. But the point being that the tactic style RF or the Interlink X USB controllers will still work with Real Flight 9, no problems. You don't need to have the Spectrum version to fly with this. And now they've also got an updated version of the WS1000, which is your dongle for Real Flight. And I think it's called the WS2000, because they were really original with that. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at that on Horizon's webpage right now. So I believe they discontinued the WS1000, and I've got the WS1000 and I've used it with my IX-12 before, and it works really well. But one of the things that was kind of a pain in the butt with the WS1000 was the bind button on the WS1000 was really small, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to push to get the thing linked up with your transmitter. So the new WS2000 has a much bigger button on it, which makes it a lot easier to press. So one of the things that I am still I still wish the WS9 or the WS1000 and 2000 had was the ability to control more than 8 functions on the simulator. So the WS1000 and WS2000, you can only run 8 channels input into those modules. If I've got an IX-12, I should be able to also set up something like a channel for my trims, a channel for whatever. And I know that you trim in the radio, and that's fine, but that's only for that one model that you're flying at that point in time, right then and there. The way I have mine set up is I just have a Real Flight model set up in my IX-12, and I use that same model for all airplanes. So if I switch to a new airplane, any trim settings that I had, I have to run all the trims back to 0 and kind of start all over again, which is kind of a pain in the butt. And the digital trims using the USB, I don't have to do that. So I do like the WS2000 a little better because of the bind button. And your mileage may vary if you like the 1000 better and it's cheaper, or if it's even still available. Wow, WS1000. Is that right? WS1000 doesn't even... What? I guess it's gone. Yeah, it's discontinued. They no longer sell it. So, yeah, I guess if you got one of the WS1000s, that may be one of the last ones. Hal Roofner, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. And Jeff's Custom RC, welcome to the show. How are you doing? So, what do we got? We got 40 folks in here right now. That, I don't want to say that that's a record because it's not like I really, my pants do match Ryan's shirt. That's awesome. I don't have one of them cool hats though, to wear over only one ear. So, both of my ears get cold at the same time. All right, so we'll go back to the full screen. What's going on, Josh? So GB, the WS1000 dongle is discontinued. They have a new WS2000. One of the biggest complaints that I had with the WS1000 was the bind button on the end of it was really hard to press. So with the WS2000, it's got a much bigger, like a thumb button that you press down to do the bind process, and it's a lot easier than trying to press that little bitty tiny thing on the back of the WS1000. So WS2000 is the new version of their dongle for running real flight with your Spectrum transmitters. So that's the one you want to get. Now, the reason I brought up real flight is I wanted to kind of get an idea from the crowd, and we got what we still got 38 folks. What I wanted to find out is how receptive would people be for us doing something like a real flight multiplayer session on one of the live streams where we either do some dogfighting or some maneuvers, where we talk about, a lot of these. We do a lot of talking. There's a lot of talking about, landing and flight characteristics of airplanes and how landing with flaps you should apply more power or whatever the case may be. And I think that a lot of those conversations, it may be a lot easier than us just talking about it, actually having the simulator up on the channel and actually showing it. So, just wanted to get an idea of how that would play out with folks, for us to talk about something and then do like a live example in the simulator of, specific maneuvers, or even having like a big multiplayer, dogfight session or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool too. Thanks, Josh. What'd you try on your PC already, GB? OBS streaming Real Flight 8. What, you couldn't get it to work? Because I have, I mean, let's try it right meow. We can at least get a little quick session going. I don't need to, try to break nothing, but I'll try it real quick and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Is it working? I mean, I think it's working. Hold on. This crap is all out of whack. All right. So some fancy flying. Let me get a fancy airplane, and we'll try some fancy flying. Um, I don't know. Somebody pick a plane. What do you guys want to see? Oh, let's try some E-Flight Viper action. I like the E-Flight Viper. Um, let's see. Where do I have my flaps at? There we go. There we go. So, GB, what was the problem, man? You couldn't get this to stream on OBS? What'd you do? And why not? Whoa. That's what happens when you don't give a crap. All right, we're going forward again. I guess I don't need full flaps. All right, so someone was saying this field is near them. That's pretty cool. I suck at flying inverted. that's that's one of my weak areas. Flying inverted. Y'all saw it here first. All right, we'll do a gear pass. And then we will come in for a quick landing and hopefully not tear the plane up. Yeah, depth perception on real flight is terrible. That's one thing I suck at on real flight is putting it on the runway. So anyway, it looks like it works fine. So I don't know what you were having the issue with, GB, and getting it to work, but it seems like it works okay. So that was a terrible landing, but all my landings are terrible. So I don't know what version. Yeah, I mean, Real Flight. I'm running Real Flight 8. So let's see. I'm having to go through the chat here because I was sitting there flying around like a ding dong. Oh, I gotcha. The video was no good. I mean, my computer's okay. It's not the best, dude. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Dude, Jeff's Custom, I have an NVIDIA Shield 2, and I love that thing. That is like the best streaming device ever. So, I've got like Roku's and all the other TVs, but on like my setup, I've got an NVIDIA Shield, and I use that thing for playing like, you know, retro arcade games. I use it for streaming video games from the computer. I use it for streaming video games from the interweb nets. I use it for all kinds of crap. In fact, right now, because I don't have my TV set up down here in my little game room, I I play my Shield on my computer screen. I don't know if I had shown that, before, but it's pretty funny. You know, I've actually got my Shield right here, and I play it through my video capture device on my computer, which is pretty awesome. And like, I don't know where all of my game stuff went, because um I used to have like RetroArch and stuff like that on there, but it looks like a lot of that went away. Like, the only game thing I have on there now is NVIDIA. So I think the last update, must have killed a lot of my apps. So I have to get that figured out at some point. But I love my freaking NVIDIA Shield, dude. That thing is awesome. And let's see. So you guys, we can take a look at this other screen here, and we can look at the specs on this here computer. This is what I am using. It is a Intel Core i7 8700K with 16 gigabytes of RAM. And let's see what I am using. I believe I'm using an NVIDIA. Let's see, display adapters. Yeah, it's a GTX 1070 Ti. So, I mean, it's not like a super whammy-done gaming machine, but it's definitely not bad, man. It runs pretty well. And no, Jeff, I don't use WeFlux or Cyberflix. Everything that I do is, for the most part, above board. Um, the only thing that I do that I would consider halfway shady is, let's just say I run a complimentary backup service for Redbox. Because someday one of those boxes is going to catch on fire, and all the DVDs and Blu-rays in it are going to melt. And I just, I feel like it's my obligation as a good citizen to keep backup copies of all of the Blu-rays and DVDs that they have inside the Redbox. So when it does melt and all of that product is wasted, I can replenish their stock really quick for them. See you, Jackson. Thanks for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Yes, keeper of the videos, indeed. So yeah, I'm thinking this week it just wasn't I mean, I talked about it with a few folks, maybe doing a live stream where we did some some real flight dog fights. And obviously my flying is a little rusty right now, or maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough. I don't know. We can get some real flight action going, and maybe get some dog fighting, or some live instruction or live feedback from from you guys on what you want to see. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, I used Cody for a while. I know, Guniak. It's my civic duty, man. I feel like if somebody doesn't do it, they're gonna lose out. Um, and I don't want Redbox to have to suffer like that when when I've got their back. So Guniak, Real Flight 8 is what I've got. Real Flight 9 is the latest version, and the software only is $99. I want to say the sim with the controller, and let's see, let's open up a new Google Chrome window, and we'll fire it over there. We'll look up horizonhobby.com, and we will look up Real Flight RF9. And with the controller, it's $179.99 with the USB controller. I personally like using it with the USB controller because I don't want to use my IX12 on a simulator, because if a gimbal breaks because I was playing the simulator too much, I'm going to be really pissed off that I broke my IX12 gimbal and not the piece of crap gimbal in this, cheapy plastic, piece of junk from Spectrum. The other thing that I have used with it, and it actually works really well, is the DXE. I have used the DXE with the dongle before, and that's something else that I think is worth mentioning, because there is a lot of misinformation on this guy. So you guys can get another look at my matching Ryan pants. So, I mean, I know that a lot of people either have, this piece of crap radio because it came for free in an RTF kit. Say you bought the Apprentice as an RTF kit and it came with a DXE radio, or the way that I got this one is when I bought Real Flight 8, the toggle switch, the three-way toggle up here was broken, and it would only stay in like one position, and if you moved it into the other positions, it didn't click, and it never did anything. So I just bought a new switch and fixed it. But before I did that, I called Horizon, and they were like, well, they had discontinued the tactic version of the Interlink X controller. So they sent me this DX8E, or this DXE, with a WS1000 module. And at first I was like, man, why would y'all send me this piece of crap, radio that's only a 6 channel radio, and the Interlink X controller that I paid, extra for, I paid another $79 to get that controller, and they're trying to send me a $69 controller to replace it with a WS1000. Well, they sent me the WS1000. They sent me the USB programming cable so you can, change the programming in it, and they sent me the DXE because my Interlink X controller was broken. And what I have learned about this DXE is under the hood of this thing, it's a lot nicer than we give it credit for. This is actually a 9-channel radio. I don't know how many of you guys knew that. I was even under the misconception that this was only a 6-channel radio. So that was one of the first things that I was like, what? Who knew that that this was a 9-channel radio? And I opened it up, and sure as shit, the transmitter module that is in the DXE is the same transmitter module from a DX9. In fact, if I were to open this thing up, it would say right on it, DX9 transmitter module. It just doesn't have all the fancy features inside of it. So I'm going to unplug this thing real quick because I feel like that's our tech talk for the day, guys. That is our tech talk for the day. We're going to talk about the DX8 or the DXE and how surprisingly versatile it is once you dig in a little bit on a cheap ass $69 radio. What is this thing truly capable of? And to be honest with you, it's pretty impressive. So we're going to jump over here. I'm going to open up my Spectrum Programmer software, and we're going to fire up this thing. Sure, let's use computer settings. So let's see if there's a new update for it. No new software for the DXE. So check this out. Right, we've got, you can do your software update if you want to. Right now it's on version 1.6. Yeah, Josh, I know that there is another version of the DXE. I can't remember exactly what it says after it. It's like a DXE something, right? The DXE, the one that you buy for $69, that's the one that I've got here in my hand. And it's not bad at all. And right now we're in the Spectrum Programmer software, and we can see, all the different stuff that we can do with this thing. So we can select what mode we want to fly in. We can choose the type of batteries that we're running. So you could put a LiPo pack in here if you wanted to. I still run nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries. Here we can set up like our exponential and dual rates. So if I wanted to set up dual rates, I can. Now I can't set up mid rates, but I can set low and high rates, which is pretty awesome, and they're completely adjustable. So if I want my high rates to be 100%, I want my low rates to be 70%, we can totally do that for each surface. All right, and then for each one, I can have an independent switch. So say I want my ailerons to be on, this aux switch. So I can flip it over to aux, and I can do whatever I want. It's pretty awesome. But, I leave them on the rate switch. And then Under aircraft type, that's where I can choose how many channels my transmitter is transmitting. So I can either set it up as a 7 or a 9 channel transmitter. You guys see this? 9 freaking channels. There it is. Boom. 9 channels on a DXE. And I can set up either airplanes or helicopters. I can set dual aileron. I can do elevons. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that I can do with this thing, man. Under channel setup with 9 channels, I've got my throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder, my gear, aux 1, aux 2, aux 3, and aux 4. So yeah. There is an app for the phone that we could do this with. I can set up my throttle cuts. I can set up flight modes. So if I wanted to set up flight modes on, say, my flight mode switch, go figure, which must be getting used by something else right now. So let's put it on. Oh, there it is. Flight mode switch. And then I can also set up my trainer modes, so I can have it on Programmable Master, Pilot Link Master, Pilot Link Slave. I can turn it off completely, and I can set up which channels I want to be able to communicate with the trainer mode. I mean, this thing is a pretty capable transmitter for $69. The only thing that you're missing is the ability to program it directly on the radio itself. But if you've got the mobile app and you've got the Bluetooth dongle, I mean, you can totally set up all of this stuff on the phone and keep several models worth of programs on the phone app. So if you've got the phone app, you can have all of your different models on the phone app. Just plug in your little Bluetooth module, and then between flights, switch from one model to the next, and you've got a radio there that's pretty capable. It does have some limitations. Is it worth like if I have a DX6, am I going to replace it with a DXE because the DXE has 9 channels? Hell no. Man, a DX6 is a much better radio. But in a pinch, if you don't have, in a pinch, a DX9 is a good backup radio for $70, man. That thing, it can do a lot for $70. It's got to be one of the most feature-packed radios I've seen at the $70 price point. If the only drawback is that I have to have a little Bluetooth dongle that I plug into the back, and I have to program it with my cell phone, to switch from one model to the next, and that takes $100 off the price because they didn't have to put all that stuff inside the radio. Yeah, man, it's a great deal. It is a very cool it's a very cool transmitter. So the DXE gets a pretty bad rap, and I think that it's from a lot of people who have either never used a DXE or they had no idea just how capable it was. Oh yeah, it's full power. There is no there's nothing that radio as far as what it's capable of. Now, what I will say is it's only a single antenna, so it doesn't have like your, which I believe is the case for all of the E series radios. So your DXE, your DX6E, and your DX8E are not diversity systems, meaning they only have a single antenna on them. Your DX6 Gen 3, DX8 Gen 2, DX9, those are all going to be diversity systems that have dual antennas. So they have a single antenna going up and another one going around the back inside the carrying handle. But the DXE, the DX6E, and the DX80 do not have diversity antennas. So that's one thing to consider. But The pros outweigh the cons on that one, man. It's a good little radio for $69. That thing is pretty awesome. All right. So, what's everybody been up to over the last week? Did anybody get to go and do some flying this weekend? Yeah, Josh, I have seen folks that fly these things, or not this particular one, and you would think that this antenna would be adjustable, but it's not. Some folks that use like the single antenna systems, and they've got the single antenna, and they'll point it up because it's adjustable. Um, where they can still fly with the transmitter kind of horizontal and have the antenna pointing up or off to the side or something like that. So like that. Um, but that would make sense that it would be probably better to have the antenna just pointing straight up and down like this while you're flying with it. That would probably work better. Um, but I haven't actually flown an airplane using the DXE, but I have used it with real flight, and it works freaking fantastic. So GB was talking about doing some flying online, so I'm gonna try to set that up real quick, and let's see what happens. Let's see if we can do. Uh-oh. There's an update for real flight. How do we join your room, GB? Do I just look for it? Is there only like 4 rooms open in real flight and I'll find it real quick? All right, so gotcha. So I just updated my real flight 8, so it should allow me to fly multiplayer with anybody that has real flight 7, real flight 8, or real flight 9. So that's cool. George, what are Sure, Brian. Man, that's what are you talking about the DXE? What, do you have a DXE that you were going to throw in the trash? Don't do it. That's a great little radio, man. All right, so I'm going to fire up Real Flight 8 and we're going to try to join GB's room. Oh, I got you. All right, so we're going to try to do some flying. Man, I don't know why that keeps like getting all jumbled up over there. Mm, dang it. What do? We go to multiplayer, join. Your microphone could not be activated for voice chat because it has not been tested. Yes, I have an integrated, I have separate speakers and microphone. I don't care. Proceed anyway. Speak into the microphone. Hello? Yes, everything's working. All right, GB, do you have like a password or anything going on? GB Linden. Connect. All right. What are we flying here? Carbon Z Cessna 150s? Hey, why can't I change my plane? Carbon Z Cessna 156S. And why can't I freaking... Where did GB go? And yes, the answer is I am trying to hit him. I just can't see where he is, man. Uh-oh, who else is in here? I done lost orientation of the dang plane. Wait, is GB, are you actually trying to wait, if I was in a P-51, could I actually fire weapons? Oh! Ryan, I think you go into multiplayer. So when you go into real flight, go into multiplayer, and it will let you. Uh-oh. Oh, what the heck is going on? Are there people freaking? Who is firing at us? I am in a civil aviation aircraft. What is wrong with you? Oh man. I've only got 43% of my energy remaining. Oh my god! Y'all are gonna make me have to do like crazy acrobatics with my Cessna. Y'all are gonna make me have to freaking like bust out curse words. I'm trying to keep it professional. Screw you, Canoe. Oh, can I get a landing? Can I get the. Oh no! I think the pilot survived. I think the pilot survived. So, hold on. Hold on. These bitches are clearly cheating. I'm gonna need to change it up here a little bit. Yes. Mother truckers. Wait, does this thing just shoot the whole time? This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, my dogs are even mad. Woo! Can I get a mic check? So apparently there's like a limitation on the number of rockets I've got on a P-51. Whoa! Yeah, what's up? It's Ryan, it's GB Linden. Recommend does, man. You can. Uh, it definitely improves your flying. You know, if you're flying it with a we got We got Pilot Ryan in the room now. A bunch of freaking RC masochists here. Hold on. Oh, yep, here we go. Now you bitches are going down. Now, does this improve your piloting skills? I'd have to say probably not. Whoa! This is so stupid. Bring it on. Wait, did someone just join the room named Karen? Yeah, I think Josh is in here. Man, there's a lot of people in here. I can't even tell who's in here. Yeah, Josh, GB Linden, Pilot Ryan, The Fiend, whoever that is, Club Beach, Flying a Fokker DR1. Oh, right on, Colin. What? I have run out of ammo, fellas. And I don't know if If after you get to a certain speed, your landing gear just, yeah, it does. Okay. Is Captain Photon in here with us? How do I reload? Yeah, deuces. I'm running this on Windows 10 right now, my man. Guys, this was a terrible idea. So, the sad part is, I'm still trying to, watch the chat and do all this craziness. Whoa! Hey, so what's the deal? Why do some people have a green name badge and some people have red? Are we like on teams or something? Oops. Man, I am terrible. Yeah, there's the planes are just little specks in the sky, man. Um, So I gotta ask, is anybody actually flying in like line of sight mode, or is everybody flying from the cockpit? Hold on. Oh, damn. Pilot spawn, look at. Okay, so I can watch any of these folks. So who all do we have in here? Oh, who is it? Did did Bobby K ever jump in? Is that BKP? All right, Victor. Have a good night, man. Thanks, guys, for those of us that, you know, now that we're playing, I haven't been, following the chat as much. So I feel bad. Get your updates done, Bobby K. Get up in here. Show us your chops. I know you can't help but get. I know you want to do something like this. Bobby K, I know this is how you want to fly. Let's do this. Hold on. Whoa! I don't want some. I want the whole thing. Uh-oh. Maverick. How far away is this dude? Ah! Third person view sucks. All right. What other planes can I do a combat plane? Nope, not that one. Nice. Wine break time.
I got you $5.
I gotta try something else. What else can I fly as a combat plane? Turbines, ducted fans. So there's only like a handful of planes that you can fly as combat planes. What, you guys can't hear me? Oh, I may be. But I got the chat going, so people can hear the stream. I'm flying with streamers. What?
M14.
Oops. All right. Have a good night, Ray. I gotta let my dogs out. We're gonna we're gonna look at Captain Photon. All right.
Here, coach. Taking care of him, Mike.
Hey, this Sopwith piece of crap does not have unlimited vertical.
the one and only.
All right. Dwayne Woods. All right, so I'm switching planes. This thing is a piece of junk. All right, can y'all hear me any better now? Holy cow, there's a lot of people in here. Ricky, this doesn't look like work, man. I'm flying with this, with my USB controller thing. Oh! Does everybody else switched over to jets? Roy, when I got it, I got the whole thing. I got both the controller and the game, but this is Real Flight 8 that I'm using. Some of the other guys are running Real Flight 9. Oh, there you go. Is it crazy, Randy? I do not. I played Ace Combat back like years ago. Yeah, I think I had like Ace Combat 6, maybe, or I can't remember which version it was. I think I had it on like Xbox 360. It's been a long time. This this is pretty cool. I have not done multiplayer in real flight before, and I honestly, normally fly with in line of sight mode, but this is pretty slick. Like, did the bullets actually do anything? Oh. Uh-oh. Where did Ricky go? Mm. Um. So the green, I think the people can make their name any color they want. So like green is kind of arbitrary. All right, EQ. Thanks for coming by, guys. Sorry, I'm not doing a lot of talking. Just well, you know how it is. Trying to fly against these turds takes a lot of concentration. Yeah, man. We're live streaming some real flight. So it almost looks like Ryan's actually putting in work, you know, practicing landings and stuff. Oh. Yeah, GB. I don't know what happened, but like a bunch of people jumped in here. Yeah, Dennis, what's up? Dennis, yes, you can do flaps and gear and all that stuff. So when I get my plane back up in the air here, so this Mustang that I'm flying right now is not like a combat version of the airplane. So you can see I have. Now, damn it. GB put all these obstacles in the field. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working right now. And hold on. I keep hitting I keep hitting that stupid pylon trying to come in for landings. So let me see if there is a way to turn on the game audio, because that would be pretty cool. Hold on. Go. Uh-oh. Yeah. We changed the fields. Yep.
Yeah, Photon, we should totally do some combat in sometime in the future, buddy. Oh, let me change my airplane.
So it sounds like I at least got like the voice chat coming across through the YouTube feed.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We in combat now?
Oh, here we go.
Hold on.
Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Now this is something new.
Oh, wait. I guess you only get combat airplanes.
The hell? Hit the sign already.
Alright, boys.
Alright, can you guys hear the game sounds in the YouTube feed now?
I can hear it. There you go. Kill bubble. Dang, I'm cleaning house. Oh, you took my motor.
Nice hit. Not afraid of the kamikaze.
Kill them all.
Oh, damn. I've never played this before. It's kind of fun. Again?
finally, Air Marshal. Take that. One versus 7, I'm doing pretty good. Kill bubble.
It is Fred Baird. Okay. I have no idea what the hell's going on, other than I keep getting shot at by the same dude over and over. I think he's got it out for me.
No, I've actually been doing this for about 2 to 3 years.
Oh, I don't feel so bad. I've been doing it for about 10 minutes.
I just got A status right there. I just killed 5 people right in a row.
If it's the same guy, it doesn't count. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the score's over 8,000 to 1,000.
Yeah, man, I like crashing, y'all. We'll see you, Dennis. Well, that's from your transmitter news as well. The dual rate switch turns on the guns, and your retracts controls your rockets.
What's up, Jermaine Spencer? Yes, it is Maverick.
So, like, everything I ever tell RC pilots not to do, I'm doing in here. Like throwing my sticks full over. No nice, easy movements.
There it is. There's the game.
Wait, the game ends?
Look at that. 5 crashes the whole game.
So, Fred, I think that somebody was on my 6 the whole time.
That photon somehow got negative 655. Ryan Ramsey got 65. RCO Marshall 345. DB Lincoln 630. Josh Weaver 1685. Maverick was 10,000. Ryan with the least crashes.
Ryan and I had the same amount there, Photon.
Wait, who had the most crashes?
Oh, and now you want to do it with jets, huh? Maverick's coming in hot. Gotcha. Did I get too close on that flyby there, Air Marshal? Maverick, good hit. Maverick, good hit.
I know, Randy. You shut your dirty mouth. See you, Jermaine. Thanks for stopping by, man. And I know it got kind of boring here at the end because, we got all these people playing games, but, it's pretty fun to play. Anybody can jump in. We go buy Real Flight, and we're in there, man.
Oh, Josh, good hit, dude. Where are you running to, Air Marshal?
That means it's 59 feet higher.
That's pretty much it, Randy. Like, I have no idea how to kill people, apparently. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Wildcard, the Air Marshal guy here has his podcast going up on YouTube.
What? Say it again, Chris.
The RC Air Marshal guy that's flying here, his podcast is up on YouTube right now.
So he's live streaming on YouTube? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yep, to a massive crowd.
As I get my 5 in a row.
He has negative 120 points. Negative.
Yeah, I'm taking on all these guys. I'm doing pretty well.
Well, they must suck. That's all I can say.
They don't suck. They just do like trading and stuff like that. Don't actually do like combat that often.
Oh, wait, is the game over?
Close to it.
So Chris, I was going to talk to you about your woman problems. What the fuck? How do you shoot me down so fast? Anyway, there's an expression that I learned after training dogs, retrievers.
Right.
If you pursue a woman, she will flee. If you flee a woman, she will pursue. The same thing applies to puppies. You get them out in a wide open space, let them go, you chase after them, they fucking run away. If you run away from them, they chase after you. It's definitely true of both women and puppies.
Yep.
Where the hell are you going?
Chasing after the Air Marshal. I guess he's running away.
What's his YouTube channel? So I can see the live stream.
Oh, wild card, he took me out.
Oh yeah? That's what I do.
His YouTube channel is the RC Air Marshal, and he has 225 subs.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I'm watching the live stream as I fly, so.
Good. That should give me a chance to kill you. You flying a special color scheme?
No, I'm multitasking, that's why I got like 6,500 points. Down goes the Marshal. Gotcha.
How did you not find the fucking dirt there? You were like super fucking low. God damn it. No fucking way.
Good shooting, Josh. Near wild card. Gotcha.
That was bullshit.
Because I was inverted. Oh, Photon got me.
I don't think my
There,
airplane
Mr.
even has
Photon.
wings.
I got a couple rockets with your names on it.
Yeah, I'm flying my airplane with elevator only right now and rudder. I've got no wings, no ailerons. So, yeah.
I'll fix that.
Hey, thanks, man.
There you go. I'll fix that. Thanks, man. There you go.
I get shit. This is ridiculous.
Oh, the gang's all here. We got Kirk and Wildcard.
What's up, Kirk?
Yeah, you pussified, you left.
What are you talking about? You fucking guys are doing your own fucking thing.
What the fuck? Right. Is that Chris? That's Maverick?
Yeah. Yeah.
One and only.
Oh, you're talking now?
I guess it's not.
Yeah, I'm talking because I'm opening the can of whoop ass.
That's the spirit. Shake it off.
I'll take both of you out right here.
You're gonna die, Chris.
Yeah, Wildcard just left, Chris. He left my server. Didn't say nothing. Just fucking left. Fucking brute. Prick.
Yeah, because I got too low in my turn.
Chris died. Whoa, my friend.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
game
what the
just
hell's
froze
going
up.
on here?
My
the hell's
game just
going
froze
on?
up.
Yeah, mine froze up too. What the hell's going on here? Can you hear me?
I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow unless RCU.
Oh,
Wow,
RC has a
left.
server open.
What's
Oh,
up?
Oh,
does
that's
he?
shitty. Yeah, I was gonna come in and tell you, but yeah, this is horrible. Let's just go over there,
Alright,
Chris.
let me finish kicking these guys' butts and I'll join RC server.
Right, man. See you there.
There you go.
I got something there, Fred Baird. I don't know what was going on there, but like as soon as I got in the air, all of the my frame rate just dropped to nothing.
So, Air Marshal, how often do you do your podcast?
Every Monday at 8 p.m. But usually we're not playing Real Flight.
Awesome. Go
Usually
ahead
we're
and
just-
give you a subscribe. Oh, I'm already subscribed.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Captain Photon, thanks for coming by, man. Thanks for playing with us.
Gotcha.
Yep, so I gotta figure out, like, what the dirty, dark secrets are to playing combat in this stupid game.
You're more than welcome to join my server anytime you want, and I'll teach you.
Yep, because there's got to be some trick to it.
It's all about timing. And one thing you don't want to do in combat is do loops like this. Loops slow you down. Alright, RC Air Marshal, thank you for letting me join your server, brother, and catch you next Monday.
Yeah, man, we'll see you. We'll be talking about, like, normal RC stuff.
Alright, sounds good. Take care, buddy.
Alright, have a good night, man.
See you, JB.
Yeah, I at least want to try and land first. Oh no! Dang. So that was interesting for the 8 folks that are still here. That got a little bit out of hand real quick. So that was awesome. But I am gonna, yeah, me too, man. Me too, Randy. I don't know what the heck that one guy was doing, but he was spanking the crap out of all of us. And I'd never done that before. Hey, what's going on, Maverick? Yeah, so, dude, that was crazy. Hold on. All right. So, GB, what's up, man? I thought you were heading out. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so it's like 11:30 and I got to work tomorrow. So, I got to get heading out myself. But yeah, man, I don't apparently your timing is far better than mine because good lord, I couldn't hit squat that second time when we were flying the jets, and I only got a few hits the first time when we were flying the Mustangs. I was getting my butt kicked, but that was a lot of fun, man. And thanks for coming and flying with us. Yeah, the jets were a lot more difficult. Yeah, man. Chris, we have live streams all week. I see that we still have 8 people in here, but I'm gonna need to go ahead and call it. That was a lot of fun. I will admit to harsh defeat in the L-39 real flight race. That was terrible. So yeah, we've got RC Air Marshal on Mondays at 8 o'clock. On Tuesdays, we've got Dave Bledsoe in the house with Bledsoe RC. Bledsoe Trains and RC, is that what it is? And awesome, Randy. You'll enjoy it, man. Yeah, Wednesday is Josh Weaver, and then GB Linden right after Josh. On Thursdays, we've got Kenny, or Hanger 51. He likes to get crazy. He'll go for, 5, 6, 7, 18 hours. On Friday, we got Dave's RC. And, for now, I'm not sure when Colin's going to be doing his show again, but he had one going right before Dave's RC. And Dave's RC comes on somewhere around 9. On Saturday, we got Pilot Ryan and Bobby Committa on the Pilot's Lounge at 9 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock on Sundays, we got the Mary Boozer RC show. So yeah, man, every day of the week we got some kind of crazy aviation RC channel going live and doing something kind of crazy. Tonight was a little bit different with the real flight thing. That was not. I did not expect it to be that crazy. So that was awesome. But I got to get going. I appreciate everybody coming into the chat and everybody that joined in to the real flight action. That was a lot of fun. That's the first time I've done real flight multiplayer. I was just thinking we were gonna get a couple of folks in there, maybe do some formation flying and practice some crosswind landings or something. But that got way out of hand real quick, dude. That was awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, hell, you obviously have real flight, so you can brush up on there. When you're not playing combat mode, you can just pretend like you're flying an RC airplane. Anyway, guys, everybody have a great night. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this night. This was a lot of fun. So thank you to everybody. Thanks GB for hosting that. That was insano. And man, let's do it again. Just not on my stream. Let's do it on somebody else's. Anyway, guys, everybody have a great night, and we will see you guys next week.